It is Wednesday, my dudes, and you join me here on this crowded train as we approach Mistletoe Peak. It's the overview episode, basically. There we are. Look at that view. I am very excited. You can't see the castle very well. There we go. Now I can see it better. Probably should have sat on this side initially. There's a lovely little shot of the Ferris wheel as we disembark. Oh, you didn't need to see this. So there you go, there's a train there, obviously, so we're going to disembark the train. And toilets are that way, love. And here's our lovely, happy mascot here. King Christmas, whatever his name is, if we go up the stairs. We're a very small person, apparently. Oh, this is a shop I meant to showcase, actually, in one of the episodes, so before we get too carried away. We're going to walk up to the entrance. We can see Mistletoe Castle up there with the gondola ride to take you there. We've got various shops and stuff around the village. Of course, the Christmas tree here. Over that side of the park, we have some rides. And up there, we have some rides. This is a really cute little shop I saw. It's like a pine cone shop that I found on the Steam Workshop. There will be a link in the description to download it. Isn't that cool, though? I thought that was pretty neat. I was like, I can't not put this in my park. That looks great. So, let's have a little wander up to the actual main top of the plaza. We're going to come up here. So look at this view we have here. Everyone needs the toilet. I think the paths don't really work by the toilets. I love how you can always see the castle at any point, just sort of looming up there. Here's all the shops. We have very charismatic staff here at Mistletoe Peak, clearly. I don't know where they are. I think the vendors have just left. It's a bit of a bittersweet overview episode, as you can probably tell, because the paths in this game broke. Oh my god. We can just ignore that. The paths in this game broke, so the guests can't actually move around the park, which is a shame. If anyone wants to fix this, you're quite welcome to. I don't know if I'm even going to post on the Steam Workshop, actually, because it's so broken, but whatever. Here's the toilets, by the way, guys. I do have toilets, don't worry. So whilst we're up here, we can do a little walk up to the gondola ride, I suppose. Obviously, it's completely non-functional. It's aesthetic only, and we have just gone on the exit. Whatever. This is the gondola ride here. So it'll be controlled via this little control room here. Neato little thing. And that would take you up to Mistletoe Castle. Let's board a gondola. Oh, there's a fella in there. Now, a lot of people criticise that I messed this up and that I put the cable on top of the wheels rather than below them. And whilst you're correct, actually, it wasn't a mistake, guys. I put magnets. They're magnetic, those wheels, and they hold it in place. Here's the top of the gondola ride here. So we've got another similar station. Well, it's the same. And then you can come up here. Whoa! Oh my. So here we are at the castle here. Obviously closed for business at the moment because of the weather. Not much to look at that way apart from the beautiful scenery, but we can look over here at the gondola. You can kind of see the supports there straddling the mountain. Oh, there we go. It's another view of the castle from this side. Obviously we've got a beautiful view of the park as another train comes in. So there's the gondola. So we can sweep across to this side of the park now. Let's just speed up a bit. So this here is like the west corner, I suppose, or I don't know. So we start off with Around the World. Fairly standard ride. Again, a lot of the paths around here. Have they started working? Oh my gosh, there's no guests stuck anywhere. Are these guys going to get off the ride? This is the big test now. Can they get out? Can they get out? They can't. Oh, what just happened? Did the park just suddenly fix itself? Oh, well, I'm not going to complain. Well, there we go. It's had a happy ending after all. So the two thrill rides there. Obviously, here comes the roller coaster here. So this was the first roller coaster in this park, not the last. Get out of the way. We'll ride on that in a second. We'll do some POVs and stuff in this. Obviously got a couple of shops. Not completely bustling with entertainment. One of the downsides of this park aside from the paths breaking, is the fact that my genius scheme of having guests arrive by train doesn't really work, because guests won't automatically get off the train like they should, like they would in real life. So basically the whole park doesn't have many guests in it. Oh well, there's not many rides that we really need to do POVs for, namely just the 2 roller coasters in this one, possibly the Ferris wheel, who knows. I really like this one actually. This is the one ride I was like really anxious about building, because I'm not very good at building this sort of ride. And admittedly it's not much to write home about compared to what a lot of people make, but I don't know, I was really happy with how this one came out. I still kind of feel obligated to not talk over the POV, but I feel like I've already done voiceless POVs before. And again, you've got the Mistletoe Castle looming here. We've got the snowman there, clock tower with the supports. Like the track is all supported as well. Like you can see it all down there. But yeah, that was one of the objectives really of this park, is to always have the castle be visible, usually from pretty much every corner of the park, and have the Ferris wheel be visible. So Ferris wheel was just, obviously it was easy to do the castle because it's on a big tall mountain. Mistletoe Peak to be precise. The Ferris wheel a little bit harder, so I just put it on raised ground, so you can pretty much see the Ferris wheel. I was more concerned about having nothing be taller than the Ferris wheel. The 2 coasters come close, especially the wooden one next to the Ferris wheel, but none ever actually completely overtake it, so it's okay. And there's no guest stuck. What just happened? You guys need to come visit my park more often, clearly. Are these guys going to get stuck? No. Oh, no, they didn't get stuck. I was like, oh, maybe. Okay, we can't get too ahead of ourselves, though, because now we've got to ride this thing here. So let's take the main entrance, Helix. Did I ever, actually, I vaguely remember now saying, this is one of our famous floating vendors, by the way. It's one of the big attractions in this park. I remember like asking people if they had a good idea for the name for this ride, and I never actually checked if people left comments, so sorry about that. As in I never, I saw people leave suggestions and stuff, but I didn't follow through with it basically. Whoop. So you can tell I'm not really a cinematic guy, right? Saying that after I just completed a Kerbal Space Program movie, but you know, bear with me. So now we'll just wait for some guests. Should fill up pretty quickly based on that queue. Here we go. You guys excited? A lovely little view around here, isn't it? Here we go. God, this guy's having like life reflection moments. And there we go. Wow, I love the way this park looks. Actually, this is honestly one of the best parks I've ever. Well, it is the best looking park I've ever made, I think. Very Coca-Cola truck-esque looking thing. Anyway, that's this part of the park. We don't really need to ride the flat rides. I mean, I feel like you guys kind of get the gist of it, really. So we'll go ahead and loop our way around to the upper part of the park. Just take a nice step back so we can do a big cinematic zoom up. She's going places. And there we go. Oh, is that a mechanic? Is it broken down or something? There's a mechanic walking up to it. It doesn't look very broken down, though, does it? So let's walk over to this. This was the last part of the park to be built. These 2 rides over here. So I kind of just kept this very simple, vintage-looking sign for all of the flat rides. We've got the Zipper and the Weisshorn. It's not called the Zipper in this game. It's called something else. But it was called the Zipper in RCT3, so that's just how I remember it. There's the Weisshorn there. Very vintagey looking ride, but it really suited the aesthetic of this park with those lights and stuff. Maybe not the dragon aesthetic, but Oh, yeah, there goes the roof. Yeah, I've ridden on one of these before as a child. I didn't realise a roof came over it, so I was freaked out at the time, man. There's the inside, by the way. Feel like I could have just done a POV at that point, but whatever. There we go, there's the Ferris wheel there. The little intricate base that I did. And then we can come over to one of my favourite rides I've made. Like, just period. Runaway sleigh. So we've got all those lights around it and everything. It didn't take as long as you might expect to place them. Obviously it took a while, but not as long as you'd expect. One of the compromises of this coaster was that I wanted the excitement rating to be like at a pretty good level so that guests would actually be encouraged to ride it. So as a consequence, whilst the overall layout and like general look of it is pretty realistic, it does have a few... Oh my god, this pathway's not very good, is it? We'll have to redo that. Yeah, whilst it's kind of generally quite realistic, I had to take a few liberties just to bump up the excitement rating for the game. Ooh, is that an empty car? Quick, get in! Oh, you just need to see this. Okay, we'll use the next car, it's fine. Oh, hello, sir. Bye then. I've lost train of thought. No, yeah, to try and get the excitement rating, I had to put like some steeper drops and turns and all that that I would have preferred to have. But, you know, it's fine. One of the reasons I like this, first of all, I really wanted a Hop the Gaps ride anyway, and also the fact that I've never actually made a Hop the Gaps before, and also the fact that the logo for this park, it has like a wooden coaster in the logo. I feel like I'm retreading a lot of the conversation points I made in the actual build video for this, but whatever. Some people might just have come for the cinematic just to see what they were missing out on, but they didn't want to watch the time-lapse episodes, which is fine. Just give you some context there. We've got the little double up there. A little shot of the gondolas. So again, these drops here, a bit steeper than I would have liked. We are going much faster than this ride would realistically go, I would have thought. This is probably the worst part here, this bit. That hump. You get thrown right out of your seat, considering we don't have any seat belts. But it was necessary to get the excitement rating up. And that was it. That was the little leap the dips, hop the gaps, leap the dips tribute. Like I say, I was talking about the reasons I chose this ride, and one of them, obviously I've never made a hop the gaps before, really wanted to make one. But also the cars look like little Santa sleighs, so it's actually quite a suitable ride type for a Christmas park. So whilst the car is on its way, I want to see how like violent this hump looks. It might not look as bad as I would have thought, as I would think it would look. Let's have a look. I do like the fact that you walk underneath the track at that part there for the queue. Here comes a car now. Oh god, yeah, that's too much. Oh well. We've got the Hollywood searchlight there. And we can pan back, but I think it's quite a quick overview episode, to be honest, because it's quite a small park. But you know, good things, they come in small packages, right? And sometimes I appreciate the small detailed stuff. You can do a lot more intricate structures when you've got this big sprawling massive park. A bit like Neptune Park and Crimson Tower. It's much harder to be like have high levels of detail, at least for my patience level. Look at that, people do so. It looks like the only parts of the park that are broken now are by the shops. So maybe this park is actually more successful than I thought it would be. The only thing I'd change probably is putting a spawn point in the train station so that it's actually populated by lots of people. But I'll leave that task up to you guys. I'll stick this on the Steam Workshop. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this journey through Mistletoe Peak, building it. And I will catch you when I catch you. I don't know what the next park's going to be. Probably a space park. I don't know. I'm kind of going off that idea now, actually. Sorry, don't hate me. Maybe like a science-themed park, and then just have like an area dedicated to space travel. I'm not sure. And Mistletoe Peak, it could do some tidying up, right? There's just this big open area that really could just be like made into another hill with trees. But I think I'm happy with the way it is. You know. This is almost maybe like a model village, so this would be where the table would end, like where the mouse is moving here. This is like the edge of the table. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the way it turned out, and I hope you are too. And I hope you had a good Christmas. I think it's Boxing Day with the time this comes. I haven't really looked ahead. Maybe I shouldn't even be uploading this on Boxing Day because no one's going to watch it. Maybe I should save it for like a New Year's thing because I haven't got any plans for a New Year's Planet Coaster video. I'll probably just take a week off. So yeah, there are links on screen to things. That's it, actually. I kind of did all the concluding statements anyway. So, yep, hope you enjoyed and goodbye. Have a good New Year.